Hello to everyone in YouTube land. You're playing guitar with Pony Boy. Today we're going to play a song called The Chain, which is probably my favorite rock song. And the reason I chose to do this is not because it's my favorite song, but, well, okay, that has something to do with it. But because I see it on YouTube a lot, and I see a lot of people cover it, and I'm not slighting anybody that covers it. That's great, you know. So many people play it wrong, and I suppose it is a difficult song to play. There's a Travis picking thing that goes on in the song where you best not to play this song with a guitar pick if you can, if you want the same sound that Lindsey Buckingham gets. The version that we're going to be doing is off the album The Dance, which is a live album that Fleetwood Mac put out about 15 years ago. So I'll try and bring the chords up. I'll Google some chords and hopefully that'll help you out. But what I'll do is I'll play the intro to the song and then we'll just go through it bit by bit. Now, one more thing. Your guitar, it should be in standard tuning, but your sixth string should be tuned to drop D. So I'll go through that very briefly. So remember in the previous video, I taught you that your fifth string, when you fret it here, your sixth string, excuse me, I'm a little bit sick, so I'm kind of out of my skull. Your sixth string should be tuned to your open fifth string, like this. Right? Now for drop D, you want to fret your sixth string at the seventh fret instead. See how they sound? They don't sound right? Okay, so we want to detune it. Okay, so what you have is this. Okay, so it's pretty close. So we'll just go with that. Okay, so that's drop D tuning. All the other strings are in standard 440. Okay, so here's the beginning of the song. This is what Buckingham's kind of picking. Okay, so you kind of get the idea. This song should be available on YouTube, so you should be able to watch the version from The Dance, and you can kind of follow along with it. I think you can see a lot of what Buckingham is doing with his hand. So I'll just show you that first bit there when he first starts picking. Okay, now I think this version is this chord is a version of D, and remember I taught you this chord. So instead of having our middle finger here, we're just going to remove that. So what you get is this. Now what Buckingham is doing on most of the song is doing a bend on the fifth string of the third fret. Okay, so what you get is this sort of thing. And what I'll do is I'll alternate between this hand and my right hand. Okay, so this is what's happening. Okay, now here's my right hand. I'll just slow it down for you so it's probably easier for you to see what's happening. See how the thumb never quite doesn't stop moving really? That's the Travis picking thing that I was referring to earlier. So this is what you get when you put all of it together. Okay. Now what he does after that is, now if it's easier for you to practice this without doing the thumb parts, that's fine. The next bit is this. Okay, Okay, so he's playing the second string at the first fret and the third fret, and he's kind of bending, doing a little bend there. So okay, so I'll show you my right hand again. Okay, got it? Now the next little change after that is, oh, excuse me. Okay, so he's going, then he's moving down to the first string on the third and first fret. It's a little hard to do that change there because you're going from the third fret of the second string to the third fret of the first string. So you might want to practice that a little bit just to nail it. I usually flub that part up myself. So. Right? Okay, so when you get the right hand in there, it's okay. Right? Okay. All right. What comes after that? Oh, then he just goes back to the same chord as before. Then he sort of does that little break there, and what he's doing he's just sort of bending the fourth, fifth, and sixth string in a row, so you kind of get this, right? He's doing a pull off as well, so you. All right, so you kind of get this thing. And you can switch that up. You can make it a little more open and remove your index finger if you want to. Right? Okay, now for the chorus part, which I'll play here. Hang on just a moment. See if I can find it. Here we go. Okay, so what he's doing there, they play this sort of twice in a row, and he's really just sort of reinforcing the bass line by playing this. Okay, and he's just barring pretty much everything on the fifth fret, okay? But he's really only playing the sixth, fifth, and fourth string. And then after that, the next chord is a D chord, which is the same chord we were playing here before, this one here, but he doesn't fret anything with his middle finger. He just plays this. Okay, so you get this. Except he doesn't play that top string. He doesn't do this. He just kind of. Okay, and then the next chord is a B chord. So he goes. Okay, and there's the B chord. And that's played first finger here, and then the ring finger and pinky on the third fret of the fourth and third string. Right? And then the next chord is a C chord. It's the same fingering, so you can just slide it up to the third fret here, okay? So there's your B, and there's your C. I think that's a fifth chord, so I'll Google that and display those so you can see them, okay? So when you put all of that together, you get this. Okay, and then he just goes right back into that. And then they go back into the verses where he goes. And what I've noticed that Buckingham does now a lot is he goes into the same way they played the chain on the Rumors album. So instead of playing this chord here, he goes back into the minor version, which is your index finger here on the second string, and then your middle finger on the third string there of the second fret. So what you get is this. Right? And he's just bringing in the third string on the third finger on the second string there. So you're still fretting your finger, your index finger here, but you're just bringing in the ring finger. Okay, and then the right hand is doing the same thumb picking. Okay, and that is pretty much the song, really. There's a guitar solo that I won't go into because I'm probably running out of time, but I might cover that in another video. So for all of you fans of The Chain, I hope that helped you, and have fun. Rock on.